Welcome back to the Mind Voice. Today we'll be discussing on a very important topic that you will love to know. The topic says, is marriage sweet? If yes, why do people complain, regret, and divorce in marriage? I know that both to the single, to the married people out there, you want to know the reason behind all those things. Now, please, sir, can you explain in detail? Is marriage sweet? If yes, why do people complain? Why do they have regret in marriage? And why do some persons even divorce their partner in marriage?
Thank you very much, love. Is marriage sweet? Okay. Yes, marriage is sweet.
Okay.
But a lot of people have disinformed us that in marriage everything is so rosy, it's so there will be no tribulation, no trials, no rough patch. That is a lie. Marriage is sweet, but you must understand that marriage is not sweet because you will not suffer pain. Marriage is not sweet because you will not suffer lack. Marriage is not sweet because you will not suffer hurt. But the sweetness of marriage is in the fact that no matter what you are undergoing, what you pass through, you have somebody beside you that is willing, ready to share that burden with you. You have somebody beside you that loves you. You have somebody beside you that will share in your joys, will share in your pains, will share in your losses, and will share in your gains. The sweetness of marriage is in companionship. That is why God looked at Adam in Genesis 2:18 and said, it is not good that man should be alone. God knew that there are certain responsibilities and burdens a man cannot carry alone, and he gave him a helpmeet to help him, a companion to help him. The sweetness of marriage is in companionship, in the fact that you have somebody with you till death do you part, that will be there in rain, under the sun, in the snow, at night, at morning, in the afternoon, at dawn. Now, hear this and understand this. Bearing burdens alone can kill or break a man. So companionship helps a man to shoulder a burden because he shares it. The sweetness of marriage is in companionship. Now, what makes people regret? What makes people complain? And what makes people even go to the extent of divorcing in marriage? If marriage is sweet, we'll just underline these factors and then we'll talk on them a bit, and that will be it. Number one is what? Lack of planning. Luke chapter 14, verse 28 said, what man is he that wants to build a house that will not first of all sit down and count the cost of building the house? A lot of people don't plan for marriage. They plan for wedding. If you plan for wedding, your wedding will be successful. People will say your wedding will be the talk of the town. It will go around, you had a wonderful wedding because you planned for it. But you didn't plan for marriage. A lot of people don't plan for marriage. Lack of planning will make people enter into marriage, not know how to handle marriage, regret about marrying, and divorce. Number two is lack of compromise and sacrifice. You should know marriage is a platform where both parties must compromise for both of them to be at peace and in alignment. So if you cannot compromise or sacrifice, leave certain things for this person, allow certain things to pass, allow certain things to slide, you will not be successful in marriage. Number three is unrealistic expectations. A lot of people enter into marriage with unrealistic expectations that can never be fulfilled or met. Because you were dating a man, and during your dating period, you come around, you visit him, he takes you out and he buys you stuff, and you are thinking that in marriage that he will be taking you out every day. Before marriage, you were you're a girlfriend, or you were a date, or you were a fiance. In marriage, you're a wife. They have different responsibilities. Now you see a young man expecting that probably the way certain things happen in the relationship will be the way it will happen in marriage. It is not true. Always cut your expectations to realistic levels. If they exceed, wonderful. But if they fall, then you can cope, you can manage, you can troubleshoot. A lot of people enter into marriage with high expectations, and that is why they are often heartbroken, disappointed, and regretful when their expectations are not met. Number 4 reason why people regret in marriage is because of uncorrected errors during courtship. A lot of people are in courtship or in relationships and they see errors in their partner they don't correct. You are a lady, you hate smoking, and you are dating a guy that loves smoking, and you are telling yourself, when I marry him, I will change him. Ma, if you don't change him before marrying him, you cannot change him after marrying him. You are in a relationship with somebody that brutalizes you, beats you, and you are saying he will change. Once we get married, I know he will change. If he beats you before marrying you, when he marries you, you are now his property, he will beat you. You are in a relationship with a lady that loves to double date and has plenty guys. She cannot keep herself to you alone. And you are saying, immediately I marry her, that means she has become my wife, she will leave other men. It's a lie. If a woman cannot be faithful to you in relationship, she will not be faithful to you even in marriage. So you should correct errors while you are in relationship, because if you don't correct them, it will be very hard, almost impossible to correct in marriage. And when those errors enter into marriage, you see your marriage free falling, your marriage becoming distasteful, and you seeking for the exit door, which is divorce. Number 5 is unhealthy comparisons. A lot of persons have this unhealthy habit of comparing their partners with what they see outside. Your woman is doing her best to be attracted to you, and then you go outside, you see a woman that has not given birth, that still has her figure intact, and you come home and you are lambasting your wife that has 3 children, and you are saying you are fat, you are fat, you are fat. You are comparing her. You see, because your husband is not too financially capable, you go out and you see young men or men driving around in expensive cars, you come home every day. Is it not your mates that are driving around town with flashy cars and everything? You are comparing your husband with others. You are comparing your wife with women outside. These things make marriage untenable. These things make marriage uncomfortable. And people begin to get, why did I even marry? And all these comparisons, you should love who you marry and be comfortable with them and at the level they are at the moment. Number 6 is negative habits. Negative habits. Marriage becomes distasteful, or people begin to get in marriage when their partners begin to manifest negative habits. He begins to keep late nights. He doesn't come home early. She begins to nag all the time. Even the Bible says that it is better to live on top of the roof than to live in the house with a nagging woman. So you see, you begin to pick up habits that are negative. They bring negative energy to your family. There is no money. Instead of you to be positive, I know there's no money now, but we know money is coming. We know God will make a way. We are working hard, so we know one day an opportunity will come. We are speaking positive things. Your marriage there's positivity around your marriage than because there's no money. We will not. Why did I enter marriage? My marriage is collapsing. This marriage is bitter. This marriage is not. You are projecting negative energy to your marriage. Number 7, but not the least of them, is what? Prayerlessness. Sir, prayer is the bedrock of every successful thing in the life of a Christian. If you're a Christian, you're married and you don't know how to pray, I'm sorry for you. Because prayer handles a lot of things. Marriage is even more spiritual than it is physical. Marriage is more spiritual than it is physical. You need to learn to pray together as a family. The Bible says in Philippians 4 verse 6, say, be anxious for nothing, but in all things, come with thanksgiving and supplications, prayers unto God. Don't stop praying for your marriage. Don't stop praying for your partner. Commit everything that concerns your marriage in prayers, your children in prayers, your job in prayers, your partner in prayers, everything about your prayers. And you will see the hedge of God, the protective covering of God coming upon your family, and your family begin to do wonderfully well. Thank you very much. God bless you.
Wow. Thank you for this wonderful teaching.
Welcome.
Viewers out there, it is certain that marriage is sweet. If only the time you spend in complaining, regretting, if you can go on your knees and pray, I bet you your marriage will be sweet. And also, in as much that you pray, look into yourself, know the areas that need to be handled
Changed.
and
Yeah.
changed. You know, stop complaining about your partner. Also spend time in understanding your partner. When you do that, your marriage will be sweet, enjoying and lasting. Once again, we thank you very much for giving a little attention to the Michaels. We love you. See you in our next episode.